Greetings, boys and girls, and everybody in between, and welcome to our 2021 Labor Day Pumpkin Spice Roundup. Yeehaw! It is Labor Day in the United States of America, and it is a long weekend for a lot of people. So today, on Monday, with this extra day off, we are going to do our annual Pumpkin Spice Roundup. Now, we could have done a lot more. There's a lot of stuff that is not available in stores yet because we're a little bit early, but the end of summer marks the beginning of fall. The unofficial end of summer marks the beginning of fall, and with fall comes pumpkin spice season. And so we have rounded up from various sources a variety of pumpkin spice and pumpkin flavored foods and beverages. So, are you ready to go? Let's go.
Okay, our first item. These are from Sprouts, and there may be there's probably a Sprouts near you. They're opening them all the time, and they're expanding into different states. I think at some point they'll be in all 50 states. Right now, I don't think they are. Maybe in half. But these are old-fashioned pumpkin snaps. Now, if you're familiar with snaps, they're usually ginger snaps. These are pumpkin snaps, and there's two kinds of ginger snaps. Usually, there's the thin, crispy ones that I really like. Those, and then there's the more cookie-ish. They're still hard and crunchy. They snap. They're still hard, and crunchy, but thicker. And I think that judging by this is the kind that's in here. Before we even really get started, I'm kind of mention the difference between pumpkin and pumpkin spice. So, pumpkin spice doesn't have to have any pumpkin in it. It's just the spices that you would typically use for making pumpkin pie. So, actually, if you go to your local grocery store, especially this time of the year, you can probably find pumpkin pie spice. And so pumpkin pie spice is a variety of spices. It's cinnamon, ginger, cloves, and nutmeg in pumpkin pie spice. And so a pumpkin spice thing might not have any pumpkin in it. It might just have that pumpkin pie spice in it. However, some things have both, and some things just have the pumpkin and don't have the pumpkin spice. So, in these pumpkin snaps, these have enriched whole wheat flour, mononitrate, riboflavin, folic acid, sugar, palm oil, pumpkin, salt, sodium bicarbonate, cinnamon, natural flavors, ammonium bicarbonate, soy lecithin, allspice, nutmeg, and natural coloring. So this has a little bit of both, right? So it has some of the pumpkin spices, and it has pumpkin in it. Now, also from Sprouts, number 2 on our list is Sprouts Organic Pumpkin Spice Applesauce. Now, it's not a big deal that it's organic. It's just that I didn't see a non-organic applesauce. Sprouts, most of the stuff in Sprouts is organic. They have a lot of vegan stuff. They have a lot of organic stuff and everything. And so this is an organic pumpkin spice applesauce. The thing I like about their stuff is it's really decent ingredients. This only contains organic apples, organic pumpkin puree, organic carrot juice. Now, what is carrot juice doing in a pumpkin applesauce is beyond me, but that's okay. Organic carrot juice concentrate, organic blends of spices, so there's your pumpkin spice, organic lemon juice concentrate. And again, why lemon juice concentrate? To make it tart? I'm not sure. But we're going to try this as well. And both of these are from, the pumpkin pie spice that I showed you. You can do your own pumpkin spice stuff. Just get a jar of this, and just sprinkle it on eggs if you want to, and you've got yourself pumpkin spice eggs. Perfect for this time of the year. We also have a can of the pumpkin. So it's I'm not sure if it's pureed or just blended, just cooked and mashed. I don't know. We're going to find out when we open up that can. We're going to do something special with that in a little bit. So, Sprouts, Sprouts was established in Chandler, Arizona by Stan and Sean Boney in 2002. And so, they're relatively new. They figure, not even 20 years, right? But they're expanding and they're getting bigger. Now, we have done a Trippy Food episode where we did dessert hummus. And it didn't really go really well because we weren't really thrilled about it, right? I decided to go back and revisit dessert hummus because I thought that dessert hummus was that they were doing vanilla and cookie, and my thought was like, how does that go with chickpeas, which your hummus are made from? But this is pumpkin pie hummus. That's pumpkin, right? Pumpkin and chickpeas, I thought probably would go really, really well together. So I decided I was going to give it another try, and we're going to do pumpkin pie hummus. And this was from Boar's Head. So Boar's Head was established in New York City by Frank Buckhorst in 1905. And so Boar's Head products still come from New York. New York. The city's so great, they had to name it twice. And so we're going to do this pumpkin pie dessert hummus. This item I found really interesting. This is Trader Joe's pumpkin overnight oats. Now, overnight oats I don't think is specifically a Trader Joe's thing. I think you can make overnight oats at home. This is already prepared. Overnight oats is basically you take oatmeal, you put it in a container, and they say like almond milk or something. They're not saying to use milk. I suppose you could use milk. They're probably saying to use almond milk or something like that to keep it vegan. I don't know that this is vegan per se. It is kosher, but I don't see anything that says that it is vegan. So this contains water, pumpkin puree, date paste, rolled oats, almond butter, cinnamon, sea salt, and nutmeg. So it sounds vegan, but usually they're pretty good about marking it vegan, specifically vegan, and they're not. They're saying it's gluten-free. Again, you could probably make your own overnight oats. Again, just mix oats with almond milk and then whatever else you want. Let it sit in the refrigerator overnight. In the morning, eat it. Now, they say you can eat it cold, right out of the refrigerator. You can, we're going to eat it room temperature just because it's been sitting out for a bit, or you can heat it up on the stove if you want to after you make it. So we're going to try that. It looks really, really interesting. Trader Joe's pumpkin overnight oats. And Trader Joe's, established in Pasadena, California by Joe Columb, I think I'm saying his name right, in 1967. Good old Trader Joe's. We're going to try these, and these are, a lot of people think of these like old man candies. I don't know why. Maybe because they've been around since 1909. Werther's original. They're typically, I think they're typically a caramel. I don't remember the last time I had Werther's originals. I look old, so I should be eating them all the time. But most people regard Werther's as an old person's candy. But Werther's this year have a limited edition Harvest Caramels Pumpkin Spice Soft Caramels. So we're going to try those. Sounds pretty simple. The parent company, or the company that makes them, is Stork, S-T-O-R-C-K. These were established in Werther's, Germany. So Werther, Germany. So the Werther's is a nod to where they come from, not necessarily the person that made them. So they come from Werther, Germany, and they were first made by Gustav Nebel in 1909. We're going to try those. Let's see. Next on the list, RX Bar. You can see. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there we go. RX Bar, which I think means like prescription. Prescription is usually written with an R, with the little thing that comes down with the R turning into an X. So that's usually like a short name for prescription. But this is RX Bar, and this is a protein bar. What RX Bar is good for is they specifically mention what the ingredients are right in the front. They mention all the ingredients, and that's all they put in it. In this case, this is pumpkin spice. They don't mention the pumpkin spice, so they do say no BS. So the ingredients in this: dates. Did they put dates on the front? They did put dates on the front. Dates, egg whites. They did put egg whites on the front. Cashews, almonds. Those are on the front. Cinnamon, natural flavors. They didn't mention cinnamon, pumpkin, and cloves. So this is, again, this crosses the boundary into pumpkin spice. So it has pumpkin in it, and it has pumpkin spice in it. So it should be interesting. This I'm pretty excited about because I hear great things about it. And this is Great Divide is the brewery. Great Divide Brewery. Pumpkin Spice Yeti Imperial Stout with coffee and spices. So not only is it pumpkin spice, it also has coffee in it. I mean, actual coffee in it. It doesn't like have coffee notes. It has coffee in it. So the back it says, when the air gets crisper and the foliage turns brilliant shades of red or orange, not here in Southern California. The Yeti yens for a libation that captures the quintessential flavors of fall. Rich and roasty with added layers of decadent sweetness, Pumpkin Spice Yeti is brewed with seasonal spices and a unique selection of coffee from our friends at Pablo's Coffee. Pairs perfectly with hayrides, pumpkin carving, and leaf peeping. So let's see, they list the ingredients here. Pretty sure they should list the ingredients. They don't. How do they not list the ingredients? Usually, mostly these do. But it's stout with coffee and spices. So that we know. Now, Great Divide hasn't been around very long. Great Divide was founded in Denver by Brian Dunn in 1994, and this particular guy here is 9.5 ABV, so it packs a little bit of a kick at the end. Last and certainly not least is R.W. Nudsen Pumpkin Spice Flavored Apple and Pumpkin Juice Blend from Concentrates, non-alcoholic. Now the cool thing about this, the only ingredients is sparkling water, apple juice, and pumpkin juice. That's it. R.W. Nudsen basically started as somebody selling things from his own farm. So it was established in Chico, California in 1961 by Russell Nudsen. It's a family farm. And so they do have other products besides, cider and things along those lines. But we're going to do that as our non-alcoholic beverage today. Okay, so we are going to open up our Sprouts Old-Fashioned Farmer's Market Pumpkin Snaps. No, ooh, oh my God, that smells so good. Oh, I wonder if these have ginger in them. Let's see. Wheat flour, sugar, palm oil, pumpkin, salt, cinnamon, natural flavors, allspice, nutmeg, and oh wow. Oh my God, they smell so good. Oh, they smell so good. There's no ginger in here. It's not going to taste like a ginger snap. But it has the same texture as a ginger snap. Which must be difficult because when you're putting pumpkin in there, you have to get it dry enough that it cooks down. Man, really the exact same texture as a ginger snap. And it has that almost kind of gritty when it breaks down. Yeah, those are really good. That's a thumbs up. I might go through this whole bag. If you like ginger snaps, now the fact that it has like cloves and cinnamon and nutmeg in it kind of substitutes for the fact that it has that it's not a ginger snap, but it will satisfy you the same way a ginger snap does. If you like ginger snaps, you're gonna love these. That's a thumbs way up. Except now I have cookie in my teeth. Let's rinse. Our next item is going to be Sprouts Organic Pumpkin Applesauce. And as we discussed earlier, it is apples, pumpkin, carrot for some bizarre reason. If you can see that. Let's see. I have a bowl. Let's put it in the bowl. And I have a spoon. I smell more apples than I smell pumpkin. But it is applesauce, so, that's fair. That'll be enough. I smell carrots, too. I don't smell pumpkin. And I don't smell pumpkin spice. Let's see. They did put pumpkin spices in this, right? Let's see. Yeah, organic blend of spices. Tastes like applesauce. What the hell? It tastes like applesauce. I don't taste the carrots. They are using it for color. Maybe they just put such little pumpkin. And also there's like lemon juice. Did I say citric acid? Oh, lemon juice. I can taste the lemon juice in there. It's disappointing. I taste the lemon juice. I taste the apples. A little bit of the spice and none of the pumpkin. I'm not tasting pumpkin in there. I'm gonna have to go ahead. I'm gonna give it a thumbs down. Right? I would have given a thumbs in the middle because it tastes okay. But right there, you know, organic pumpkin spice, and this just does not have, you know, that pumpkin spice flavor, that pumpkin spice kick. It's just not there. So it's gonna get a thumbs down for me. Sorry, Sprouts. You missed the boat on that one. So now we're going to open up our R.W. Nudsen pumpkin spice flavored apple and pumpkin juice blend from concentrates. And again, the only ingredients here is sparkling water, apple juice, and pumpkin juice. So I'm kind of excited about this. I think it's going to be pretty good. I have Richard Simmons handy, but it doesn't look like I'm going to need it because it's a screw top. Ooh, that's a nice smell. That's a really nice smell. Do they put spices in there? Because it smells like there's spices in there. They do not. It is just sparkling water, apple, and pumpkin juice. That's all. It smells spicy? That's bizarre. Tangy like apple. So you get that apple tang. You're not going to get tanginess from pumpkin. Tanginess from apple. There's kind of a hint of pumpkin. It's not like really strong. Apple seems to be the strongest thing in here. I think most of the things we're going to find, if it has something else besides pumpkin like apple, that's probably going to be the main ingredient. Maybe because pumpkin, you know, if they're going to mass produce something like this, it's going to take a lot of pumpkin to put in it. But and plus pumpkin juice has to be filtered down. You know, it has to be like probably cooked down, then filtered. That's good. It's like a sparkling cider. I kind of wish they stepped up the pumpkin flavor there. It's there, but I just kind of wish they stepped it up a little bit. But it's actually, you know, I mean, it's pretty decent. It's sparkling water, pumpkin, and apple juice. What more could you ask for? I'm going to give that a thumbs up. So again, a nice fall drink. So yeah, thumbs up. We're a little wet. I mean, I'm kind of in that fall feeling now because this is Labor Day weekend. But you know, because Labor Day is usually described as the end of the summer. It's not the end of the summer, but this kind of feels like the beginning of autumn and everything. So it's nice to do a pumpkin spice thing on Labor Day weekend. Let's do the oats first. We're gonna do the Trader Joe's pumpkin overnight oats. Ew. Keeping it clean. What does that look like to you? You guys see that? Smells good. It looks like a cross between chili and dog puke. With maybe like a touch of the Hershey squirts. Ooh. I'm sure this tastes delicious. It just looks so questionable. All right, here we go. I'll get my spoon. That is a weird texture. Because there's the texture of the like I like at least some chewiness to my oats. I don't like them like boiled to mush. But these are not boiled to mush. It's kind of like an in-between. So you do get some of the graininess from the oats, but just a little bit. The pumpkin flavor in here is off the charts. It is like pure pumpkin flavor. The pumpkin dominates. There's like the flavor is pure pumpkin flavor. It's like if somebody gave this to you and didn't tell you it was oatmeal, you might not know that it's oatmeal. Wow. Wow. That's really interesting. I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm going to go ahead and give that a thumbs up. I'm a little bit iffy on the texture. I kind of wish the texture was a little bit better, but it's not bad. And the pumpkin flavor is just so overwhelming. It's just so good. It's a nice, it almost gives me an idea that what would taste good is making pumpkin oatmeal cookies. Like pumpkin oatmeal cookies, I think would probably be really good based on just what I had there. So yeah, it's gonna get a thumbs up for me. That's really good. Again, as oatmeal, it maybe doesn't have the texture I like, but again, remember these are overnight oats. They're made in a completely different way. You're not cooking the oats on the stove. You're putting raw oats in the refrigerator with almond milk or something else in there and letting it sit overnight and letting it soften up the oats. So completely different process, and so it's not going to taste like oatmeal made on your stove. But a big thumbs up for me. So there you go. Let's do this one next. So we're gonna do we're going to try our RX bar, and this is limited edition pumpkin spice. There's probably a reason that they do limited edition pumpkin spice, but again, it's only this time of year that people do pumpkin spice stuff, and so limited edition makes sense. They're not going to sell this throughout the year. Anyways, 3 egg whites, 6 almonds, 4 cashews, 2 dates, and pumpkin spice. So here we go. Let's give it a shot. I smell pumpkin. This looks kind of weird. It's like it looks very moist. It almost looks like plastic. And there's something like some kind of nuts in there. Oh yeah, there are nuts. There are cashews and almonds in there. Let's give this a shot. That's chewy. Think of it like the filling of a fig Newton if it was more dried out and chewier than the inside of a fig Newton, but similar. There's something in there that you have to continue to chew. It breaks down, but not fine enough. A nice flavor. I mean, it's not like jerky. It's not tough like jerky or anything like that, but still a lot of chewing involved in that. I like the nuts in there. It gives a nice flavor. Again, I like the flavor. The chewiness of it, kind of going down a little bit, but not enough to be a thumbs in the middle, because it's really good. So I'm going to give that a thumbs up. That's pretty good. I would eat that on a regular basis. It's not too sweet, and it's not artificially sweet. So it's good. I like that. Lots of pumpkin flavor. Thumbs up. I'm still chewing. So our alcoholic beverage, our beer, our pumpkin spice beer, is going to be Great Divide Brewery's Pumpkin Spice Yeti Imperial Stout with coffee and spices. Now, all those, I mean, this is a pumpkin spice, just a Imperial Stout with coffee sounds good. Then they're going to add the pumpkin spices on top. I think it's going to really taste like a dessert beer, but we'll see. So I have my beer tornado glass. And again, because of the way this glass functions, we're not going to see the beer tornado through it because this is a very, very thick beer. But I'm sure it's going on in there. It's just really dark. That's a big head. Oh, that's good. If that's good, the beer must be awesome. It is really thick. So it is no joke stout. This is a serious stout. Very, very thick, very rich, not bitter. Like all I'm getting is foam right now. That is really good. That is really, really good. Now, my other friend Jason has told me that in general, the Great Divide Yeti beers get a really, really good review, but this one in particular gets a really good review, and I can see why. It is spicy, not spicy like hot spicy, but spicy like you can taste the spices in it. They're really prevalent. The coffee is subtle. It's there, but it's subtle. This is a really, really nice drink. I mean, a really nice beer. Yeah, that's a thumbs way up for me. That is really good. Wow. Who knew? I didn't. That's really good. That might be one of my new favorite beers. Unfortunately, they're only going to have it around this time of the year, limited time only, I'm sure. Maybe I should go buy a 6-pack of that. Keep it in the pantry for a Trippy Food beer night. We are now going to do our limited edition Werther's Original by Stork Harvest Caramels Pumpkin Spice Soft Caramels. And let's see, ingredients. I don't know if there's pumpkin in it. Let's see. Glucose syrup, sugar, palm oil, whey, butter, cream, salt, sugar, cane syrup, natural and artificial flavors, soy lecithin. I don't see spices or pumpkin. This ought to be interesting. Has a sweet smell. Can't say it tastes like, and it smells like pumpkin though. Nice little individually wrapped candy. Looks like a caramel. I know it's going to stick to my teeth. It could take me 20 minutes to eat this caramel. It's just so it's not really, really firm and chewy like some caramels are. It's creamy. There's still some chewiness to it though. Not really strong on the pumpkin spice though. It's subtle. If it's there, it's subtle. It says a touch of pumpkin spice. So like, I'm sure they just took a little bit of pumpkin spice on their finger and they went, touch. I don't know. I'm going to kind of give that a thumbs in the middle. So from a candy standpoint, it's good. but the pumpkin spice is so subtle in there. It's just, I don't know. It's just, you know, like why label that pumpkin spice? It's just not wowing. So yeah, thumbs in the middle on that. It's good, but is it like pumpkin spice punch you in the face? No, it's not. So thumbs in the middle on that. They're known for their meat. I think the guy who started Boar's Head, what's his name? Frank Bruckhorst. I think he was a butcher. Ooh, that's weird. That's weird. All right. A lot of plastic to contend with there. That is really interesting. Have a look at that. Don't go there. But it is really interesting. Oh, it smells good. Ingredients. Steamed chickpeas, because it's hummus. Water, organic sugar, pumpkin, white beans. That's odd that they would put that in there. That's okay. Sunflower oil, olive oil, pumpkin seasoning, sugar, pumpkin powder, spices, cinnamon, and natural flavors. Ground vanilla bean, vanilla extract, sea salt, guar gum, Nudsen, a natural preservative. All right. So calling it pumpkin pie spice, you would think that they would do something to kind of recreate the crust of a pumpkin pie. They're not doing that. So let's give this a shot. Spoon. And again, we did a dessert hummus episode. This was years ago, and a lot of vegans got upset with us, and a lot of people got upset with us because we didn't really like it that much. But the flavors were not something that would lend themselves to chickpeas. Whereas I think in this particular case, pumpkin, I think probably will go to chickpeas. So I have more of a good feeling about this. Almost tastes, oh my god, it does taste like pumpkin pie. And the fact that you have chickpeas and white beans in there. It's like a pumpkin pie that's good for you. You know, it has sugar in it, it's sweet with sugar in it. That is really good. I'm surprised. I'm surprised for several reasons. One, I'm surprised because it's Boar's Head. And I always think of Boar's Head for meats. I don't really think of Boar's Head for anything outside of meats. And I'm really surprised because it is really, really good. It kind of hints at a pumpkin pie. It's a different texture than pumpkin pie. Maybe a little bit grittier than pumpkin pie filling. Like if you just eat the filling out of a pumpkin pie and not the shell. But the spices are good. It's full of pumpkin flavor. That's a thumbs way up. That's delicious. That's awesome. That is really, really good. And the chickpea, chickpeas have a unique flavor. So like for a lot of Indian sweets, they're made with chickpea flour and everything, and you can definitely taste the chickpea in it. With this, the chickpea is a little bit more subtle. The pumpkin is front and center, and the spices are really nice. That's a thumbs way up. This is delicious. So here's what we're gonna do. The cookie! The cookie! All right, let's try it with the cookie. Oh my god, that's so good. That was really good. Thumbs way up.
It's a long weekend and everybody's out there, but you gotta be careful. So please be extra, extra, extra careful today on this Labor Day weekend. Take care of yourselves. Be sure to take care of other people. Be extra careful out there, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for checking out Trippy Food. If you enjoyed watching that video half as much as I did making it, well then I enjoyed it twice as much as you did. And if that's the case, you'll probably like this video right here. And if not, check out this video right here. That one's a little bit different. Either way, leave a comment down below and be sure to subscribe by clicking on the Trippy Food icon right here. Glad you could make it, and we hope to see you again soon.